When the accident happened, I thought, this is something I'll never do again.
Come on, we can do this together.
The moment I touched the pole and screaming, invert, invert.
Yes, we're all together going towards one goal.
She's been trying to call me back to life, I think.
It's like your inner self is like being there for you.
You cannot think of a movement without moving a muscle.
Yeah.
Keep pushing the boundaries and checking
How far can we go?
how practicing pole
Yeah.
before becoming with disability has helped me a lot into adjusting into my new life.
I think there's a little bit of magic as well.
You don't have to wait until you're fixed or healed to do things.
Like how to meditate, and none of us know. I mean, this should be like a subject in school, definitely. Welcome to Sole Mode Activated. This is a space to activate your own mode, like the airplane mode, but for transformation. Here, we talk about real motivation, manifestation, and how movement, pole for many of us, reconnects us to our true selves. In every episode, athletes, mindset experts, and people like you inspire us to switch on and live life our way. I'm Sole, polar, hypnotherapist, entrepreneur, and your reminder that yes, you can live the life you want. Stay with me and activate your own mode. Welcome to another episode of Sole Mode Activated. Today, I have the pleasure of sharing this space with someone who is a definition of strength, mental power, and a little bit of magic. She's Dasha, also known as Kitty on the Wheels. Dasha is a disability advocate and a polar. After an accident, doctors talked about all the things that she was not going to be able to do again. But they never told her not to fly, so she did. She got back to pole not just as a distraction, but as something much bigger than that. Her body remembered, her muscles remembered, and with the power of visualization, hypnosis, and neuroplasticity, she started reconnecting wires that were supposed to be permanently disconnected. This conversation is gonna challenge a lot of what you believe is possible, and I promise it's a beautiful one. Let's start. Dasha, thank you so much for coming. Welcome to Sole Mode Activated. I'm gonna start directly. One question: why pole?
I think I really liked pole dance when I've discovered it years ago because it's all about the strength, the sensuality, and it teaches you so much about your own body. And it's incredible to discover how much you can push through. Each time you discover new things and how it makes strong your body and mind as well. And it's also like a community kind of a thing.
Yes, we're all together going towards one goal.
I feel like pole is connecting people as well.
That's good. So you felt like, okay, I want to be part of that?
Initially, it was just about the pole. But eventually, you kind of like discover that people you meet through pole dancing, they kind of like stick together and they're there for each other, cheer for each other. The way they even like record your videos or make your photos and like they just...
Yeah.
It's just nice. It's a place where you can feel comfortable with the way your body looks like, with the way everyone looks like. It's for everybody. It's like whether you're slim or you have more body or you're older or you're younger, like anyone can do pole dance. And that's incredible.
Yes, and I think it's also take us to a challenge for ourselves for every single step we do. It's everyone being there for the other one as well.
Yes. It's a constant push of boundaries.
Yes, so that's great. So we know that you stopped pole for some time and then suddenly things happen and you came back to pole. So how do you remember were those feelings when we said, okay, let's go back to pole?
I loved pole so much.
Yeah.
When the accident happened, I thought, this is something I'll never do again. And I was doing good. I was really I was showing almost every day, right? It's been crazy. And I've been going 2 hours one way just to reach pole dance. It was crazy. I really loved it so much. And then when you came to hospital and I was still kind of bedridden, I couldn't even sit up. And you saw me and you were like, I'm going to take you back for pole dance. I was like, this woman is crazy. I was like, okay, you're one of those people who are like just throwing toxic positivity at me. It's like, yeah, you're gonna walk again, you're gonna run again. And I already knew it's not gonna happen because that was the doctor's judgment. I knew what my body feels. I knew on the accident side, I felt that's it. And yeah, when you said it, I was like, she's just talking.
But no, I was not just talking.
No, I feel like you brought hope and magic into my life. When the first time when we came for pole dancing, I thought, I'm not gonna leave my chair. I'm just gonna spin around and that's it. That's all we're gonna do. But you challenged me and my body and my mind and emotions and how much we cried on those sessions and what was coming out of it. Like it was incredible and the moment like when you supported me on the pole itself and I could feel my body reconnecting to old memories, to who I was before the accident, because I thought that was lost.
And was not lost. Everything is still there in you. And we did our performance for the showcase, the studio showcase together. We had only 3 weeks to prepare it, just because randomly I said, oh, do you want to perform together? And you, of course, said yes. I said, oh, man, okay, now we have to do something. And then, so at that point, what emotions and what do your body and everything, what do you feel when you were there, like showing everyone in the community what your body was and your mind was able to do?
I was really scared. I was scared I'm gonna mess up. I was scared my body will give up. I was scared people would laugh at me or think like, oh, this girl in the wheelchair, what she's gonna do. I was really scared. And it was really like pushing beyond my own sorts of safety, comfort. And when we were there, like, it was everything. It was the grief, the rage, the reclamation of my own body. And it was really emotional, and the song that we chose was emotional, and being there with you, supporting me through this journey, and I was really in a bad place at the time, and I feel like when we performed and I've heard the cheers of everybody around,
I have goosebumps now. I have to tell you, I'm sorry, but it's like, yeah.
It's like I felt like we are there alone, just me and you. That's what I was trying to focus on. It's just me and you. And as people started cheering, I looked around the room for the first time. I dared to look up. And they were all cheering, and I really felt like supported and appreciated in a way, and that my efforts came to something
Super important, like super strong. And I know we talk about this thing outside here, but is there any powerful visualization that you had during that time, something that went to your mind and that you see happening at that point?
I feel that my body and mind reconnected at the moment I touched the pole. And you were literally holding me. I was not even able to be upright. So you were holding me with all your strength next to that pole. And I felt like connections wiring in my brain. Like it was kind of like the electric impulses. And it was like a whole thunderstorm in my brain. Like, and the body was screaming, invert, invert, do something. And obviously I couldn't. But still, this will to this automatic thoughts, that's something I was used to do before, and they were just screaming in my mind, and I felt like that was crazy.
And talking about that, there's something I wanted to share, and it's like, I remember the time, and that was after a few times that we did pole together, and after, I think maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 months, you told me, it's like, I feel a voice inside me, and my brain is asking me to invert. And I was like, okay, let's invert. Can you explain about what is happening in, like, all these messages, all the signals that you're receiving, like, to do something? How how do you think you can explain that this is happening?
I think my body was still for so long that maybe at some point I could hear my thoughts louder, especially after the fog, the depression, all the trauma that has happened. And suddenly, like, my brain started to wake up and my thoughts started to be clearer.
Yeah.
It's kind of like there was this constant fog, and suddenly, like, I could start to hear my own voice again inside. And I don't know, it was just crazy. It was crazy. We named her.
Yes.
It was a she. So we named her Echo.
Yeah.
Echo, and she's been trying to call me back to life, I think.
It's like your inner self is like being there for you, kind of thing. It's like, come on, we can do this together.
I think like subconscious mind with a conscious mind somewhere along the way connecting the past, the present, the future, and it's wild to explain, but it's like it's more scientific than it sounds.
Yeah. We know that, yes.
Yeah.
And you study psychology. So how do you think the mind can help in recovery, can help in learning new skills, can help, like, how do you think this can happen together? Like, you have the theory background, so I'm sure you have the perfect explanation.
I mean, it's all connected.
Yeah.
Everything is connected. It's like when we are in the stage of fight or flight or freeze, then we're not able to recover because the different hormones, different systems are being activated. So we have to be in a state of calm and more happy state in order to activate some healing progress within ourselves. And I really went into neuroplasticity and into what can it do? How can we reconnect? So I got back to studying neurobiology and all these sorts of things because I was curious, like, so I already know what's impossible because it was said after the surgery, never again this and that. And then I was like, how about we discover what's possible then?
And that leads me to which tools do you use which things do you use to help yourself? Let's see if it's exactly as I said, or maybe no, maybe it's not, maybe there's something different. So it's like there's something that I'm sure, some things that you've done that maybe brought you butterflies, maybe took you somewhere else.
I mean, yeah, you brought butterflies into my life, and I honored it, and I'll never forget because you sparked hope in me.
It's not me, I promise you. I was a tool. I was it. The way they were on you, they were inside you. The butterflies were in you.
But the timing that you came, and it was just perfect. Like, you helped me to reclaim my life, and it's just, I don't know. Regarding the tools, I don't want to get emotional.
It's okay. It's okay. We take a deep breath. And we go back to the tools.
Somewhere along the way, I've realized that it's really important what state of mind I'm in. And I was really struggling emotionally. And I started to study coaching, mindfulness, hypnosis, and all those sorts of things because one thing led to another, and like rediscovering Milton Erickson was a big, powerful like symbol of everything that has been going on, and the way he was. I just initially started coaching, and then on one of the sessions, one of my trainers accidentally brought Milton Erickson while he didn't know that I'm on the wheelchair. And he spoke about his disability and how he reclaimed his life, and that led me to study his book and pushing through the visualization, because initially that's what he was doing with fighting his own limitations. And I feel like visualization is so powerful because you cannot think of a movement without moving a muscle.
Exactly.
which is incredible, because if you think, I want to move my hands, it will a little bit twitch. You will feel that it wants to move in a way. So I thought, maybe it's crazy, but if, as a regular person who never had much to do with exercises, I went for pole dancing after my 20s, and I could invert, I could do all those crazy things which were not possible before. So I could push my body to do something more, to learn something more. So if the old connections are gone, what if I can create the new ones, where it comes with neuroplasticity and the visualizations? So yeah, I think that's what I was doing since the hospital itself. Like, my imagination has been my greatest escape and took me through so many surgeries and so many painful, inhumanely painful situations in the hospital, that I feel like I kind of had to run into my own mind.
Yeah.
Which in turn helped me to rediscover something beyond.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm just discovering what's possible. Maybe we are meant to push the boundaries, and maybe they will never be pushed to the extent that we wish them to be pushed. But what if there was no destination, just like a journey of keep pushing the boundaries and checking
how far can we go?
How far can we go? Yeah.
Because what we saw is like, when you are like visualizing things, it's like you are trying to put yourself in a different situation. Yeah. So that, I think, it helped a lot also for you to keep going, in a sense, to, okay, where I am now and where I would like to be.
As crazy as it sounds, I think that practicing pole before becoming with disability has helped me a lot into adjusting into my new life, and also with the pole itself. Because doing pole, you kind of like have to go against the physics or with the physics. So you learn how to put your body against something, how to compensate with another muscle. And I don't remember the names now, but we used to do was it bow and arrow?
Bow and arrow, maybe.
Or the one when you like hooked with a leg and then you extend the other one. And it kind of like goes against each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
So those are really like important skills that has helped me in my everyday life, within my transfers and living with a disability. Because I've always thought, oh my God, on pole we were doing so many wild things that made no sense in any universe to be done. And I feel like it has helped me in the recovery, but also in the how to substitute.
Yeah.
Because you have to substitute the muscles. You don't have disconnections, but you have something else. And how do you compensate with other body parts in order to get yourself upright, to recreate some new connections, to new movements? And it's crazy how it works.
Yes. So it's like we try to adjust always, and this happens in pole, and as you were saying, this happens now in the new life. It's like we need to adjust to everything, and now there's something that we were thinking about before, and it's like I think there's a little bit of magic as well connected. So is there anything like is besides the mind and body connection that is related to some magic, to something different that supported your journey?
There has been things I can't explain. There has been dreams I can't explain.
Wow.
But those are the things that maybe we'll share another time or never.
Okay.
No,
Let's
I'm
keep it
just
for
saying-
another podcast.
Yes. They're just so precious
Yeah.
that it's kind of like you say them out loud, and are they still real?
Wow. Yeah.
But yeah, I've been on a journey. It's a journey. I've been on a journey to find something beyond. And that's where it brought me to Reiki.
Wow.
And I really like the energy work. I really like how it's calming your body and mind, and it's just it's something interesting. Even cat purr, the cats, the way they purr, the frequency that they bring, it can also bring magical effects on our bodies and minds.
Yeah.
So whether there is something magical or not, I think everything can be explained from the scientific perspective. And that's what I've been searching for all this time. Because whenever something magical would happen, I would be like, no. I need a scientific explanation.
Yeah.
The amount of books I bought on various topics, and the amount of things I've been looking for, and I've been finding that way. Bit by bit, the connections, it all started to make sense. It's kind of like you're putting puzzles all together. But I think if you're looking for something magical, which is not, but meditation is amazing.
Yeah.
I thought I could not meditate when I started initially. I couldn't focus. But as I was doing my certification and practicing, and I was like, okay, I'm already like here. Why don't I push harder, try harder? And I think I found my own way to integrate NLP, to integrate all those things I've learned into a storytelling.
Yeah.
Something that I couldn't focus on the regular meditation. What else could I bring to it to make it more appealing for my mind, which is always running so many different directions? and I think I found that in this, and I keep rediscovering new ways and new scripts, and it's bringing me peace to create. I think we as humans are meant to create, and that's what brings back the happiness.
The happiness, yes.
I wouldn't say I'm happy, but I'm trying to fall in love with life again.
Yes. And this meditation actually for me was happening the same thing when I was trying to meditate. It's like I was with all different kind of thoughts at the same time, and it's like, woman, can you please stay in one place? And it was not possible. So I had to do exactly the same thing that you were saying. It's like storytelling. So let's just go step by step in one place, and that helped a lot. And maybe for some people this is happening, that they don't know like how to meditate, and none of us know. I mean, this should be like a subject in school, definitely. This really should be, because that gives us peace and it connects to ourselves a lot. So I think this technique of storytelling is really important as well. It's really good. Instead of, I'm going to go blank. No, I cannot go blank.
I think meditation is not really about going completely blank. It's actually about noticing experiences, our breath, our thoughts, our body sensations. And it's really a powerful tool to get yourself back to the present, back to yourself, and to calm down your nervous system, to notice not only what you can feel, but also what you can't feel, and what is the...
Find the word.
I think it's called proprioceptive, but I'm not sure. It's but when you're building the map of your body inside of your mind. So when you become paralyzed, the map is gone. You don't know where are your legs. You don't know where are your feet. You don't know those things, but through meditation, especially the body meditation, you can actually reconnect to sorts of understand the positioning of your body, which is also important for your own safety.
Yeah, of course. Yes.
How many times?
Yes. I know where my feet are now, so let's look after them. Yeah. So, and you know, that happens many times to everyone, I think, that, and some people in general, that they're kind of blocked. They feel a limitation, either the body, the mind, is mentally. It's like, which mode do you think they need to activate so they can move on, they can leave that place of, I'm blocking here, I kind of in freeze position, I don't know what to do. And this is all about like finding this mode, this switch that brings them back or make them go on or move forward to whatever their goal is?
I think there's no magic switch for it.
Okay.
I think even if you're suffering, even if everything is falling apart and your life is a mess, you don't have to wait until you're fixed or healed to do things. And you shouldn't. Because you can just stay and be sad and do nothing. And in 1 year from now, you will still be sad and you will have nothing. But if you keep pushing every day a little bit, maybe today more, tomorrow nothing, but you keep doing something, in 1 year from now, you might discover that you're someone else. And I think that's incredible, to bring those resources to yourself and allow yourself to heal and to progress. And I think like within the physiology map, and this is one is my favorite, it's like when you are unable to move, you're kind of stuck in the water. And that's when you're depressed. That's when you don't know how to act and what to do. You're just stuck in that water. And you wish to move to earth or wind, which earth is like more balanced, but wind is like this zen kind of like space. And you wish to be there. You wish to be calm and happy, but you cannot go there directly without taking an action.
Yeah.
And that means going through fire to reach that balance. And in all of that, not catching the fire, but just going through that fire, which means taking an action and doing anything, even if that's having a good meal for the day and taking care of your body or spending time with your family, whatever that is, those small steps will lead you somewhere. Yeah.
So it's like the mode would be is like I take a deep breath and I do at least one thing that makes me feel better. I'm not saying it makes me happy because maybe we haven't reached that point yet, but something that, okay, I'm in this state now. I know, I'm aware. Let me do one small thing for myself. Something like this could help?
More or less,
Okay.
whatever that is. Even if you're... When I started doing my things, I was in such a fog, I didn't even know what I was doing. I didn't even know if it's ever going to connect, if it makes sense, and I was struggling so much to focus on my studies, on all the courses that I signed up for. and bit by bit, I started to notice that they bring so much resources into my life that I don't even notice when it has shifted.
And then suddenly you saw all the things that you have now within you.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
That's super cool. And there's one last question that I want to ask, and is, what do you think that is something in your story that people misunderstood?
I think it's the fact that I should be healed by now. I should be happy. I should be used to my new life. I shouldn't be grieving the parts of myself that I lost along the way and all the losses that I faced. People expect you to be fine. It's just your life ends in one moment and they expect you to be okay with that. It's like, this is your life now. Now you cannot do this, and that. And they do that. Like, why are you wearing makeup? You're disabled. Why do you want to go for dance classes? You're disabled. Why do you want to have access? Or why do you want to work? Why do you want this? Why do you want that? Like, people don't understand that becoming disabled, you still want to live your life and you kind of have to.
Exactly. Yes.
It's just like...
Yeah.
Like dreams, desires, and passions, they don't die the moment you become a disability. I feel like they even grow stronger.
Exactly.
Because of the fact how people tell you how you cannot or shouldn't do something. So I like to challenge those stereotypes, and sometimes I'm pushing really beyond my limits to let people know that we're still humans.
Exactly.
Just with wheels, comes with a package, but we still want to live our lives. We still want to be happy. We still want to be outside, and I feel like there's so many misconceptions about living with disability, and also about overcoming grief. Healing has no timeline, and it will be ups and downs. It will never be a straight way forward. And I've been struggling with depression for more than 2 years now. And although I'm smiling through the day, I'm still living with the constant chronic pain, physical pain, and I'm pushing through because, hey, no choice. What else do I do?
Yes. Do you think that it's part of putting their expectations as well in someone else? Like they expect something, or they expect that for them, if something happened to them, it's like, okay, that's my expectation of myself. So I put that on you and you have to deal with that.
Oh, yeah, I had lots of comments like, if I was like you, I would never leave home. I would have like people taking care of me. I'm like, I don't have anyone to take care of me. Who take care of me? My cat, my dog. But it's just like, people think disability is the end of the world. And in a way, it was.
Yeah.
Up until the point I've discovered, and through you as well, that there is more and we can still be happy.
Yes.
Despite the pain, despite the grief, despite all these things, and even the way people see you now, because sometimes I feel like they don't see me as a human being or equal to them. But it's important to notice that there's life with wheels, and it can be a beautiful and fulfilled life if only society was more open to include people. Like so many gyms, so many places, they have locked doors, or kind of like gates that you cannot pass through, or lack of the accessible toilet, or even awareness. When I try to ask for classes, I would love to dance, for example, and I feel silly every time I ask each studio, and they say like, oh, it's just 3 steps.
And even one step is...
it can prevent you from attending safely. And I've been seeing so many videos when people in the wheelchairs are included in the classes, and I wish to see this more here.
Yes. Hopefully we get more of this. And at least I can keep taking you to pole. I remember the time you told me, yes, let's do some dance classes on the wheelchair. It's like, I can't. I will take you to pole. That's all I can do. And well, we didn't do that bad. So hopefully slowly, yes, things get really inclusive in a sense, as we talked many times about. This is not the topic today, so we are not gonna go deep into that. But yes, actually, everything that you were saying to us today and explaining, it's like going inside my brain, and I feel like there's so many things that now that I want to consider and take. I'm taking a lot from this conversation. We are done. I wish I can continue talking hours and hours. There's many questions I have, but I'm gonna keep them for another time. I want to say thank you so much. Thank you for coming today. Thank you for rolling here.
Thank you for having me.
It's been a pleasure, and I know everyone will be like, hopefully taking a lot of everything that you are saying, because as I said, sometimes we want to be aware, but we are not, and having like the real role model here, it's great. So I want to say thank you for everyone to stay there, for being there on the other side, and we can see and we can prove that there's no limit for absolutely anything. The wheels are in our hands, and we decide where to go. Thank you for staying in Solo Mode Activated. See you on the next episode.